My name is Carmel Tanaka, and I am the program coordinator of the cross-cultural walking tours. And today we are going to an address, a very important address that I have on a piece of paper, 1864 West 8th Avenue. And this is the house that my great-grandmother, Shimo Kameda, used to own, but it was confiscated from her during the Japanese-Canadian internment. And so today is the first day that I'm actually going to go to this address and see what it looks like today and start my journey of closing the circle of the trauma of my family's past.
What do you feel right now?
I'm actually really, really, really nervous.
Wow, yeah.
I have a lot of emotion. I'm excited. I actually lived in Kitsilano for a number of years, 4 years. So to go back and to just know that how close I was. It was only until the Landscapes of Injustice, University of Victoria, through the Nikkei Museum, letting me know that, you said that your family's from Port Essington, and I said, and they're like, one of our biggest files of the Bird Commission and the custodian files is actually from a family in Port Essington. It's the Kameda family, which is your family. And then inside those documents are all the items and possessions within the houses that were sold for fractions of the actual cost, fair market value, to pay for their internment. But also there were protest letters, and it's amazing to find out that my great-grandmother, Shimo Kameda, was in fact a protest writer, and didn't just write one, but wrote two protest letters. And I mean, like, thinking about the time, this is 1940s, she's born in Japan, English is not her first language, and she is listing out all of the articles that have not been accounted for. She is a total badass, clearly. But she's also has a lot of social justice running through her veins, saying that this is an atrocity that hasn't been seen since the expulsion of the Acadians. And so she was aware of what was happening also in Canada back east, and understanding that this is currently an injustice. Now, in addition to that, again, thinking back that this is the 1940s, she's a woman. She divorces her husband. She has taken over the businesses, and the businesses are doing very well. And so can you imagine her losing everything that she's built in the time that she's living in? So of course she's going to say, the bed's gone, you haven't accounted for the sewing machine, you haven't accounted for the trucks. To give some context as to what's actually happening here is she actually can't go to the custodian and talk to them and say, this is what's happening. She has to dictate verbally to someone who's typing on a typewriter this letter, all the things, and who knows what got in or did not get in that process, to then get out of the typewriter to then move to the custodian. So, I mean, I am feeling very emotional because I have been told stories about this person, my great-grandmother, in my family for so long, saying that she wasn't really a nice person. But can you blame her? She's bitter. And now being able to be given the opportunity from the Nikkei Museum to not only know about this, but to be given the opportunity to read her letters as a descendant of one of the protest writers, for me, this has helped me significantly in my journey, trying to understand better what's happened in the Japanese-Canadian internment. I know very little, or I grew up knowing very little about what happened to my family, and this is an opportunity today to learn more and to also pay respects to my elders and what they went through. And I mean, it's probably going to get emotional.
And this is her address. This is where she lived.
Yeah, so this is one of a number of locations. So there was the Port Essington store, the Kameda General store. There was their residence in Port Essington. There was the North Pacific Cannery, which they also owned, apparently. And then also this family home in Kitsilano.
Let's go!
Let's do this! On our bicycle!
Any last words?
No, I think I'm ready.
Let's go. Where are we?
So we are currently at Cypress, and I think between 13th and 14th. We're heading to West 8th, and we should be seeing it soon, and there's a car coming, so...
Okay, let's go! Let's check the address.
Okay, so 1864 West 8th. So I don't know if it's going to be, oh, that's 1900, so it's going to be to the right once we get to West 8th.
Okay.
Oh, so close. Is it still a house? Is it a condominium? Like, has it been redeveloped? Is like a nice family living there now, or an old person? Like, who's been living in it since? Who was the person to take it once it was taken away? Like, I have so many questions about, like, someone asked me recently when I said I was going to do this, they were like, are you going to knock on the door? And I thought, well, maybe I should write a note. I should have brought a piece of paper and just to say, hey, you know, letting you know that the history of this house, that my great-grandmother, you know, used to own this, and it was taken in the war in the Japanese internment. And I hope that this home has brought you a lot of joy, you and your family. And if you ever want to talk about it more, here's my email. But I'm not coming from a perspective of like, I want to take your house back and like it's mine, because that's, no, this land is unceded territory of the Musqueam Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh. This is not our land.
Okay, one more block.
I mean, I used to live just right there.
All right, what's the number again?
1864.
1864, let's look.
During our drive-by, our bike-by.
Our ride by.
Oh, these aren't homes anymore. These are
Oh,
condominiums.
development.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Where? The land is still the same, like the trees, maybe? That tree looks pretty
These
old.
are sakura. How poetic.
How what? 1875? What is 1860? What?
1864.
64. Okay.
1868.
Ooh.
Then is it this big? What is this? Wait, is it this one here?
Cypress Court.
Is there another on that?
1850?
Come on. So then it would have been back
In
there.
between.
Yeah, let's do
Okay, second ride by.
In a way, I feel kind of better that the house isn't here anymore. Because I think I probably would have been even more disappointed to see it still standing. Knowing what we lost, but the fact that it's not even here anymore.
Yeah, but it also feels like erasure.
1868.
1868, yeah, so it must be like right here where these bushes are. Let's go visit these bushes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sakura right above us. Pink petal carpet for your homecoming.
I mean, I love the fact that there's sakura right here, underneath this tree.
Thank you, tree.
I wonder how old this tree is. I wonder if this tree was
Did
there
it
at the
see it?
beginning.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at the tree.
Tree friends.
So, there's a monstrosity of a building that is now in place of 1864 West 8th Avenue, but it feels good to be standing here where my great-grandmother and my ancestors used to be. And I don't know how old trees are, I don't, especially this cherry tree, this sakura tree, but I would like to believe that it perhaps was around at the time, and if it could speak and tell me what happened, I'm sure it would. So I'm gonna just give it a hug, because I'm a tree hugger. Come here, you. Yo, that just got real emotional.
Aww.
Yeah. crying.
Oh, I want to hug you. You should hug the tree again. At least you can hug a being. Your tree friends. They love you too. Aww.
It's just such an injustice that isn't nearly talked about enough and isn't in the school system. There's just a lot of... So many people don't even know, and like when you talk to people, especially in the States, they think it just happened there and it didn't happen in Canada, and it's infuriating because it also happened here.
Wow.
But I've been thinking about doing this for a really long time, and I either wasn't in town, or it wasn't a nice enough day to go for a bike ride, or it wasn't with a friend to go and do this journey with me. So thank you everyone for coming along and learning a little bit more about my background and my family's experience here in Vancouver.